my feed
is nonstop, yo.
Inundated. We're all laughing because I was joking around before about how this has never happened before in internet history.
Yes.
I literally believe sincerely, and I mean this, and you thought that I was being hyperbolic.
I don't.
I'm not.
I don't.
He is showing up on my feed non-fucking-stop.
Dude.
I'm not clicking on it. It's just next video is him in that accent, which I don't know what the fuck country that is.
I've been trying to figure that shit out too.
And the entire media is attacking him on a daily basis. Buy the special, motherfucker. Buy the special. Real talk.
Here's what's crazy. I've been seeing him on TikTok.
TikTok. Do you know what I'm saying?
He everywhere, yo. He unstoppable.
Instagram.
His YouTube shorts.
Instagram, YouTube shorts.
You're wearing your YouTube shorts right now. You were talking about. You got your YouTube shorts on right now.
Oh, fuck you. Look, all I'm trying to say is Hunter Biden got.
No, he's undeniably funny. You can't even act like a guy not funny.
He's funny. Yeah,
he's funny, bro.
If he's playing in your city, go see him. Watch his show. Just let him see that you support him, because right now he's being surrounded by people in this industry who are letting him know that he has to apologize, who are letting him know that people, Jimmy Fallon talking about people coming and crying for his Me Too comment. So it is important that he see that you guys are out there. And I know he'll probably play it off and he'll probably be embarrassed by the support, because this right now to me is the most egregious, blatant example of the left taking someone out for using their words. Worse, taking a comedian out for using his words.
Have you seen the guy who does YouTube videos and he like breaks down comedians acting like he just doesn't like acting like they're great, and it's almost like a scientific breakdown of jokes?
Yeah.
He goes through Chris D'Elia's, and it is so fucking funny. He just destroys him. He oh my God.
Oh, good. Okay.
He's like, see, right here, he's repeating it so that people know that he's making a joke, which is very effective. You can tell he's a seasoned comedian because he said it 4 to 5 times to get people laughing, and he's laughing, which is
yes, it's so good. Chris D'Elia, the reason, if you're wondering why we're making fun of him, is because he has sex with children.
If I see another person who's done stand-up for 3 years, it's like, my special's coming out in 2 weeks, I'm gonna fucking, I'm pissed, dude.
I do teach piano lessons as well.
Oh yeah? Oh, you're a teacher? Oh yeah? Whoa. He's all like, I'm a teacher. Oh my God, there's so many trash comedians, I can't even fucking believe it.
And like the whole crew's like, yes, Myles, like, yes. And Myles is like, just doing God's work here.
No, come on, he did not say that. He did not say that.
No, he did. He said, just doing
I don't think he has any like unironic fans. Like I said, his entire community just makes fun of him. It's amazing.
One of the things that I think is interesting about this is that, you know, this is the third one of these videos that they released. And the first one, there was tremendous outrage. Second one, tremendous outrage. And that's when YouTube said, we're not going to let you post these videos.
I went and saw him at the Palladium about a year or two ago. And it was one of the worst shows I've ever seen.
Really?
And one of my friends, another comic that I respect a lot, gave him a standing ovation. And I was like, are you fucking kidding? And he was like, I understand why you feel the way you do, but I just love seeing the act. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. What was bad about that? It was aggressively corny.
It's tricky too, responding to a crowd like that too, because you have to be funny, but you can't be too mean, right? You can't hit a fly with a sledgehammer.
It's one of the best stupid, poor comedians working today, for sure.
I just really encourage this group to think carefully about this sad attempt at humor.
Hello and happy Monday. Happy Gutfeld Monday, everybody. Welcome to Jokes Explained live Gutfeld Bingo edition on this beautiful Monday, March 2nd, 2026. Man, a lot going on over the weekend. So much for Gutfeld to talk about. A State of the Union address from our beloved president, which is going to be so funny because Don Lemon is going to be so gay about it. And we've also got a brand new war unlocked. So excited. Hey, thanks for subscribing with Prime.
I found this channel. I like this. It's called The Bachelors of Music and the
AC
Professional
Bloom
Joke
76.
Explainer. Myles Anderson. He goes through like Tony Hinchcliffe or other people's like specials and explains each joke. It's really funny.
Thank you, Vic Berger. And thank you, AC Bloom, for subscribing. Now, we've got, obviously, Gutfeld Bingo, as you can see, ticking down at the bottom of the screen. 2 minutes to go until we start Gutfeld Bingo. So if you don't have your bingo card, get over to Twitch, grab your bingo card. If you're a YouTube, if you're committed to YouTube, that's totally fine as well. You're still going to learn a lot about why Gutfeld is very, very funny. And honestly, you're probably going to hear a lot of truth that the media does not want you to hear. So please stay tuned and get excited. Also, now there was a little bit of, last week, a little bit of bribery going on, a little bit of corruption. And, you know, I feel like 2026, it's almost springtime. Satalo Disco gifted a tier 1 sub to Don Lemon. Congratulations, Don Lemon, Satalo Disco. Satalo Disco, wow, gifting to Don Lemon. Don Lemon, big fan of the channel, which is crazy considering. But, you know, he's got a very good sense of humor, even though... and you know what? It's actually very nice of you to do that, Satalo Disco, because Don Lemon, as we know, is broke as hell from being off the air for so long. But I was just going to address some controversy. Last week, I was easily bribed into playing user-submitted videos, because normally how this works, if you're new here, if you win bingo, you get to submit a link to the chat. I will save the link at the end of the stream. I'm going to watch the video that you submitted and possibly explain why it's funny, or just not do that. Or I will try my best if I can, but sometimes they are beyond my powers. But I will watch it. That's the rules. It's written in the Constitution. This spring, I was easily bribed. So here's what we're going to do. At the end of the stream, I'm going to look at the day traders, top day trader, free link at the end. Because I feel like I explained before, these are the iron laws of the world. There's no norms. There's no laws. There's no global order. Casket Butch, top of the list already. Getting that link ready to go. These are the iron laws of capitalism. Cannot be defeated. Oh my God, we got a bingo. Okay, bingo's already going to start. I've got other things between bingos to watch as well for all of you, but let's get started, because I am so eager to see what Gutfeld had. Now, I believe this is pre-State of the Union. Sauerkraut with 5,000 bits already buying a link at the top slot. That's gonna be hard to beat. Look at this guy, Sauerkraut, and Sauerkraut bribed me last week too. This is what happens, guys. It's just, you know, get out there and get those bits if you want those links. Let's take a look. Gutfeld, February 23. Let's start the bingo. How many we got? We got 19 for bingo already. You guys are fast here at the beginning of the stream. But, you know, of course, you know, you can also win bingo. This is a meritocracy, okay? This is not luck. You can work hard, win bingos, and then submit your links, okay? This is not a total aristocratic takeover. Bingo is not luck, okay? It's just hard work. Start bingo now. 22 players. That's pretty good. Okay, let's see. We've got the bingo cards out and Gutfeld on. Oh, here we go. No Tyrus.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, 8 people that made it in.
Vibe is different.
That is fake audience noise. Did you hear that? Oh my God, you have to leave that in. That's very funny. Did you hear that? That's not just me. All right, happy Monday, everybody. As you know.
What's going on? This is obviously a joke. That's not fake audience noise. Gutfeld Gutfeld is beloved.
There's a ton of snow dumped in New York City. Our studio audience, I'm not kidding, hasn't been this empty since we asked Brian Kilmeade to guest host.
Brian Kilmeade. Okay, we're off to a start here. Brian Kilmeade is a host on the Fox network, often the target of many barbs of Gutfeld, because Gutfeld is bipartisan, right? He makes fun of both sides here. But yes, it's true. New York filled with snow very recently, which is very interesting because ask any of the climate alarmists and they'll tell you the world is getting warmer, and then all of a sudden it snows, and it does this every year, and they look like fools.
In fact, the snow is so deep that Fox is now insisting that Dana Perino wear a cowbell.
Dana Perino.
Thank you, Johnny. Meanwhile, this historic blizzard is causing all sorts of problems. The wind is so bad that earlier today I actually saw the Statue of Liberty's underwear. That's
Oh, he's about to explain here.
A really stupid joke.
Oh, Gutfeld explains the joke. Yes, it is. So stupid joke is definitely a category of joke. Sometimes jokes are so dumb that they can be funny, right? So the joke is that the Statue of Liberty's robes blew up because of the wind. And then you could see sort of like Marilyn Monroe. If you could, from that, the actress from 100 years ago.
But visibility was so poor that Doug Emhoff wound up in bed with Kamala.
Okay. Kamala Harris. The joke is that she's having sex with her husband, or I guess just even sleeping next to him, which they would never do because they have a loveless, hateful marriage.
And the snow piled up so high that it actually reached Michelle Obama's Adam's apple.
Oh my God. Okay. Wow. Michelle Obama on the receiving end. Michelle is do we still have misgendered? Yes, number 45. The joke is that she is a man, which of course would be a hilarious and a total disaster. And that would also make Barack Obama gay. Wow. Is that also, see, there's so many layers, right? See, I kind of added that inside joke in my own head while I was thinking about it. Poof. I think I know. I think that implies Barack Obama is gay as well because they're married. Still. I'm not going to say it's a joke about Obama, because the joke is about Michelle, but the implication is that Obama is also gay. It's tough.
Snowfall is so dense, and New York's mayor, Zoran Mamdani, grounded all aircraft that was scheduled to fly
75.
into buildings.
Zoran Mamdani. Always the joke is that he is either a terrorist or involved with terrorism in some way. That's just a classic Muslims do terrorism joke, which has been so great for, wow, honestly a long time, since the Iranian Revolution, I would say, almost. Just an American classic. That joke is older than The Simpsons.
Thank you. And officials predict that it could take up to 3 days to dig out Jerry Nadler.
Interesting. Okay, well, Jerry Nadler, of course. But how does this mean Jerry Nadler pooped his pants? Because if you're a longtime viewer, the joke is
You're
always...
welcome to tug on it.
Yes, that Jerry Nadler shits himself. I just have to hear that one more time here.
And officials predict that it could take up to 3 days to dig out Jerry Nadler. In all seriousness, Mayor Mamdani actually gave...
Okay, interesting. I don't know. I think that might just be it's kind of funny that he's stuck. That's a tough one. That's a tough one to explain. I don't know. I don't know if I can... Yeah, to dig him out of the snow, it took 3 days. Oh, because he's so fat. But is he though? I mean, I guess he's got a bit of a tummy. Sure. You know what? I think that's the only way it can make sense is if he's fat. Because that would take a long time. Okay.
Seriousness, Mayor Mamdani actually gave New York City kids an old-fashioned snow day. But,
Okay, interesting. So, bit of a confused Democrat in the. You're not supposed to clap when Zoran's on the screen. That is an instant hiss. So I hope that you guys at home, when you see Mamdani on the screen, you are booing, please.
But don't worry, teachers have agreed to meet their students at home for sex. Sorry, you clapped, right? In other news, a British man was discovered to be the only second man in history to have 3 penises. If you're keeping score, that's 3 more than this man.
Oh, wow. Okay. Tim Waltz doesn't have a penis. That's the joke. Penis, number 50. There's a lot of bingo cards being checked off here. Wow. We're only 2 minutes into Gutfeld Bingo. Yeah, so usually we get to tampons pretty soon here. Because Tim Waltz is famously like a big tampon guy. Specs with the public apology in the chat. Specs, you do not need to apologize. I'm the one who's supposed to apologize always. I even have the lighting for it. I'm a YouTubers. We're the ones who apologize. Don't you worry about it.
A San Diego dog groomer is performing Brazilian butt lifts for canines. Nothing wrong with that, said one man.
Okay. Bill Clinton fucks dogs. You guys, welcome to Gutfeld Monday. We are hitting all of them. You know, I'm always surprised. I'm always surprised when Bill Clinton doesn't just, because the joke is that, first of all, he has affairs. Then there's the Monica Lewinsky. These are classic canonical jokes that are taught to all of us in school as we grow up. And then you've got, but I don't know, like, it's not, the fact that he fucks dogs is funny because, of course, he's a pervert, right? He's like a horn dog maniac. But the road to bestiality, I don't know. But you know what? It is funny to imagine.
Widen the field, you know what I mean? Go strangely quiet. So while training,
the audience is so strange tonight in Gutfeld's studio. I wish you guys were there to give him the laughs he deserves. Because, man, they're really, maybe it's because of the snowstorm, right?
With troops at Fort Campbell, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth bench pressed over 300 pounds. Yeah, or some people call it a warm-up.
Who is this? But also, I think we're going misgendered here as well. But also, yeah, crowd not into this joke either. But also, the insult, of course, is that this woman is strong. I believe. I think that's the joke. I don't know who this is. I'll have to look it up.
And finally, Minnesota is experiencing an outbreak of a fungal STD that causes severe ringworm.
Okay. That's too bad. Too bad for Minnesota. This is why you should have let the government attack everybody, because then they were just, they would have fixed this problem. Thank you for the cheers.
Causing one man to release a statement.
Causing one man. Don Lemon? RFK is a good guess, actually. Ringworm, okay. That's a good guess. But sexually transmitted diseases generally means Don Lemon.
that he has never, ever been to Minnesota.
Hunter Biden. We haven't seen Hunter in a while. Very good. That's interesting. What a throwback. This is why I say, you know, sometimes it feels like the bingo cards they're getting stale, and we gotta get to some more recent. And then all of a sudden, all the way from 2015, Hunter Biden.
That's because, see, we don't have many people in the audience, or they would have been laughing hysterically at that joke.
Is there actually not was that actually a fake crowd at the beginning of this show? Is Gutfeld doing this for no one?
There, see, they're here. Okay. So, as a massive blizzard pelts New York, Zohran Mamdani is hiring emergency shovelers to help clear streets.
Oh, interesting. Why would you do this? Why would you take jobs away from companies and give jobs to people? There's supposed to be a middleman. Okay? How am I going to wet my beak?
The storm is named Hernando, so don't be surprised when he introduces.
Ooh. Mexican stereotype?
It's his 28 nieces and nephews.
Oh, racist would say.
Yes, but there's one small detail. The mayor's asking you to do something the left finds incredibly racist. Show your papers. Yeah, the man who once called ICE Nazis for checking papers is asking to see yours to combat a different sort of ICE.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, yes, I forgot. I was also outraged about this. So Mamdani wants people to give their ID when they get a temporary job to shovel snow for the city. But, he's against IDs in other aspects of life. Total hypocrite.
For those who want to do more to help your neighbors and earn some extra cash, you too can become an emergency snow shoveler. Just show up at your local sanitation garage between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. tomorrow with your paperwork, which is accessible online at nyc.gov/snow, and you can get started right away.
Paperwork from a democratic socialist, i.e. the same crowd who would call you a Gestapo agent if you thought voter ID was a good thing. So the guy who expects paperwork from snow shovelers thinks the same demand for minorities is too heavy a hardship, which is an idea that's inherently racist itself. But to handle a shovel, you need to show 5 different IDs. 5. Who the hell has 5 IDs besides serial killers? I mean, who doesn't love a good memento, right, Tom? But to shovel snow...
Yeah, this is crazy because it is every American's right to shovel snow. And voting is a privilege.
The mayor's asking for 2 small photos, 2 forms of ID, and a social security card. That's to make $19 an hour, or as my writers call, a raise. No wonder the city...
Little self-burn there, maybe? No, it's actually kind of cool that's a little joke that he doesn't pay his writers very much, but of course he does. Gutfeld is the #1 show in late night with the #1 jokes in late night.
He expects to recruit just a fraction of the shovelers they got 10 years ago. And with so few people signing up, Mamdani's now asking for just 2 forms of ID and raise the pay to $30 an hour. Still, why the airtight security? You're shoveling snow, not guarding Sydney Sweeney's underwear drawer.
Wow. Nice. 62, Sydney Sweeney's boobs make an appearance yet again. We've had a lot of those boobs, and we're grateful for it. Always. So what it's so hard to, you never know where Gutfeld's going to go here. We're talking about Zohran Mamdani in the snow, and all of a sudden there's Sydney Sweeney's big melons.
But the mayor of New York, he's a very nice person, but his ideology, not too good.
You know, the mayor of New York, and he's a very nice person. I met him, but his ideology is not too good. But we're having a massive snowstorm right now, and I've heard that he's asked people to come out and help shovel the snow. Okay, so you get a shovel and you start shoveling, right?
Exactly. Anyone can do it. Hell, I just paid a neighbor to clear my walkway, and he only fell out of his wheelchair twice. So you don't need...
I don't understand. So they're saying that people should do this for free, is what he's saying, I think.
You need an ID to vote in New York, but you need a stack of papers to move frozen dog pee. But when confronted with that hypocrisy, Zoran suddenly started to sound like a Republican.
This is a longstanding program and longstanding requirements, and this is a way that New Yorkers get paid to shovel snow in assistance with the city's response to a winter storm event. Federal law requires that employers get authorization and documentation to pay people for their work. We are not allowed to just cut checks to individuals for their work.
Yeah, well, rather than cut checks, you just give illegals free food, free hotels, and gift cards to the machete dealer of their choice.
Yes. So again, this is it's still funny. We're laughing. We saw boobs. We're doing good, but he's trying to make up the point here, right? And the point of this is that fucking Mom Donnie sucks because he's giving away free stuff to all the criminals.
But now he cares about law. Funny, when millions crossed into the country illegally, federal law didn't matter. It was racist. But now Zoran's shoveling rule impacts the very illegals he calls essential. Because I don't know any illegals who have 5 IDs unless he's selling them out of the back of an '84 Nissan Stanza. I thought they have a right to work here and they powered our economy. But suddenly they aren't qualified to do something a bunch of 5th graders could do and for half the price. Remember, these are the same people the city hands out benefits.
Okay, so I think I understand. So I think Gutfeld is criticizing Zoran's business acumen, right? Because he acknowledges that, yes, it would be much cheaper to use undocumented workers than workers that have to show their ID to get that high rate up. Because people who are undocumented, you can pay them less. Who are they going to talk to? Right? You can deport them. If they complain, you can deport them. You can work them all day long. If they complain, you can deport them. So Gutfeld is saying, why would you pay people when we have all of these slaves available, which is such a, and this just tells you I'm not that good of a businessman because I didn't even think like that, but I should have thought like that. I should have thought, why would you pay someone when, Brian will do it for free.
Like Kilmeade tossing candy from the back of his conversion van. So apparently their moral compass has a busted spring. But maybe they care more about the streets being cleared than democracy itself. After all, liberal New Yorkers might miss the next No Kings protest or worse, their Pilates class. So illegals can make a living, just not...
Sauerkraut gifted a subscription to Hassan. Whoa. Hassan Avi, my sworn enemy. Why? Careful, Sauerkraut. You're going to build the tension.
For something that really actually helps.
If me and Hassan get into it, it's going to be all over the internet.
Us. But maybe this isn't surprising. We already saw how the mayor handled last month's nor'easter. His first big test, up to 19 homeless froze to death after he stopped police from tearing down encampments. But after turning transients into hobo pops, last week he started quietly clearing the encampments again. I guess it's great to live and learn on the job. Unless you're one of the homeless, then you die and you're forgotten. But even CNN is noticing that the socialist dream is actually a nightmarish reality.
Zoran Mamdani ran on a promise to make New York...
Specs, thanks for the 100 biddies. There's Brian. Very upset from beyond.
affordable. Last week, he unveiled a budget that is, in a word, unaffordable. New York is really a prime example of a problem Democrats seem unwilling to confront. Blue cities are out of control, promising more, spending more, delivering less.
Wow, if you had said that a year ago, CNN would have called you every name in the book. But now they admit that everything they once deemed cool and compassionate is destroying us.
Isn't it so? And isn't this so refreshing as the media landscape slowly consolidates into a single sort of oligopoly controlled, then it's going to be so much less confusing when all of the news says the same thing. It'll be so much easier to understand.
This 2-foot blizzard is just the latest proof. And they're learning that the real disaster isn't the blizzard at all, but the guy asking you to clean it up. Let's welcome Tax Gas!
Period. Wow, I can't believe we didn't get a bingo on that one. I've checked off so many bingo tiles. All right. Now, this was 23. We have to skip to 25 because of the State of the Union. And it sounds like the Union is doing pretty good. Now, let's see if there's people in the audience for this one.
Tell me something I don't already know. Good evening, everyone. So President Trump gave his State of the Union to Congress last night.
I bet it was a high energy. America is winning so much, people don't even want to be alive anymore. Is disabled. Gutfeld's neighbor in the wheelchair, by the way. DJ Chemix holding me accountable. I'll give you that one. Is disabled. You are correct. That was not a fish. That was making sure I'm listening.
Meanwhile, in Delaware, Joe Biden stood before a mailbox and said, "My fellow Armenians."
Joe Biden is old, guys. Oh man, 2 more. So that's the joke there. My fellow Armenians. Sounds like Americans is not. It's just a symptom of when your brain starts to get dementia, Alzheimer's starts to shut down and build up plaque and whatnot. Very sad, but very funny in this instance because it's Joe Biden. He sucks.
At just under an hour and 48 minutes, Trump's speech was the longest State of the Union in American history.
How long?
At just under an hour and 48 minutes.
An hour 48? That's energy. That's stamina. That's stamina. Right? That's awesome. I hope you guys watched the whole thing. Liked and subbed. That's like a Twitch stream amount of time. Trump, one of us.
Trump's speech was the longest State of the Union in American history. It was so long that Rashida Tlaib had a 10 o'clock shadow.
Oh, ugly, big mustache.
It was so long, Maxine Waters had to walk that thing on her head 3 times.
Maxine Waters. Oh. Big fake wig. Again, you guys, Maxine Waters has a wig. That's been a joke on this bingo card for almost 8 years now. Man.
Classic Trump, though. He paused 12 times for applause and 9 times to bomb narco speedboats.
Venezuela.
And pretty smart to loosen up the crowd. He declared Nancy Pelosi's face a historical monument.
Nancy Pelosi. Guys.
You can actually picnic on her forehead. In other news, different news, Rosie O'Donnell's daughter, Chelsea, has been accused of assault after touching a man's genitals.
Hello.
She's facing 2
She's casket. Butch. I knew someone was going to get a casket. Butch grabs the bingo in between being just up to their eyeballs in Twitch platform difficulties. Thank you. I can't believe you pulled it off. It sounds like there's a real IT crisis on your end here. Casket Butch, congratulations. Well done for multitasking here. I was just going to try and guess this joke. I'll try to guess it when we get back from the bingo. A quick bingo break here. Casket Butch gets the winner. Casket Butch gets the win. New bingo cards being administered right now. 5 minutes to get your bingo cards. Casket Butch, did I bury your link with my button? No. Okay. Let me go to what I've got. Now let's just like Casket. Yeah, I understand why Casket Butch is a little busy right now. Check out a little short here. Now, I want you guys to obviously appreciate how funny this joke is, but also the edits. How well edited this stand-up clip is. This is what good stand-up clips look like.
Rob Schneider offended a lot of liberals with this one.
You see how this stabilized? Everything is stabilized on every movement. Not nauseating at all.
I'm all for gay pride, gay weekend, parade. I will say gay.
Casket Butch. I got to grab Casket Butch's link before I continue here. Okay. Back to Rob.
Gay Pride Month seems a little greedy. 4 weeks in a row. We get Veterans Day. You fight for the country, you get a day. Thank you for fighting for the country. Oh, I'm sorry, day's over. Take the meat off the barbecue. That's it. You get a day.
Do you guys see this? I mean, this is already funny, right? Because this is already funny because he's making a good point. Why do gay people get a whole month when veterans only get a single day? And veterans make it so that gay people can exist in America, right? Because there's like hordes of enemies surrounding America at all times. And veterans keep America safe. And America has always loved gay people. Look it up. But I want you to appreciate there is a different... How many times does this clip cut to a different scene? The camera's always moving. Every time Rob mentions anything, anytime he says a noun, we get a new image of that thing. Hey, welcome. Thank you for subscribing to Prime. We'll let Vic Berger take it from here.
I found this channel. I liked it. It's called the Bachelors of Music and the Professional Joke Explainer. Myles Anderson. He goes through like Tony Hinchcliffe or other people's like specials and explains each joke. It's really funny.
Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you, Vic Berger. Vic Berger, if you're watching, and I assume you are because everybody is, thank you for watching and subscribing to the Bachelors of Music.
Memorial Weekend. You die for the country. They give you a weekend. Thank you for dying for the country. Take the boat out of the lake, put it on. Take the boat out of the lake, put it on the truck. Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, kept the Union together. Gets a day. Not even his own day. He's got to share it with George Washington, who founded the whole fucking country. He doesn't get a day either. He's got to share it with Lincoln. But if they would have sucked each other's dicks, they would have got a whole month.
Oh, and if they had been gay, they would have got a whole month. Amen. You know, every great man deserves a month. That's my opinion. You know, because nations are built by one man at a time who decides, you know what, it's time to get shit done. And then they do it themselves. Love it. Great, great, great stuff. Does Rob think Pride is a holiday where people have off? Possibly. Rob Schneider's been very wealthy for a very long time. So holidays, I don't think he knows how they work because he doesn't really have a work schedule. He just kind of he goes out on the weekend. He gets in an SUV, takes him to the airport. He gets flown to a place, goes to the hotel, does the show, maybe a couple shows over the weekend, back to the house, and back to the SUV, back to the, and then it's just he sits by the pool and just hammers Twitter or X.com and Gutfeld and whatnot. Great stuff. So, hey, bingo. That was good timing. I have another clip for you guys, but we got way more bingo to go here. We've got, we're only halfway through the joke segment of the next episode of Gutfeld. So let's take it away from here. Let's get your bingo activated. How many we got for bingo? We got 23 out of 33. Not bad. Grok.com. Yes, exactly. Going once, going twice for bingo. Casket Butch. Have you got your bingo card? Is your computer, does it work? Is everything working? I was sort of half paying attention to the chat as usual. Did you get the subscription figured out? Oh, that's a good thing I got distracted. 2 more people slipped in there. Let's do it. DJ Chemix is the chosen one. Okay, we got Rosie already. So I'm going to check that right off. Rosie's right there on the screen. Oh, and if I could remember, her daughter's in trouble for touching a penis. Now, this has got to be either a joke of she accidentally touched Rosie's penis, implying Rosie's a man, which would be very funny, or that's the only way that would happen because a penis would never want to touch her. 2 very funny possibilities here. Let's see.
Counts of impersonating Don Lemon.
And it swings all the way over to Don Lemon. You guys, man, Gutfeld he's so good at what he does. I could not have predicted that. He's been doing a lot of classics today, but wow.
True, the daughter was accused of grabbing a man's
penis,
testicles. Yes. Asked how the victim was feeling, Rosie said, "They're still a little sore."
Oh. Okay. So, right? Not bad. Not bad. So I did predict, so there were many jokes on this. And I did predict that Rosie has a penis. That's very funny. The balls and the penis, we're going to say they're the same. They're connected. The balls store the pee. The penis stores the jism.
It's her testicles. Yeah, mom's testicles.
New York City Mayor Mamdani is facing controversy for downplaying the actions of a mob throwing snowballs at the NYPD.
Yeah, if you throw a snowball at a cop, 10 years at Rikers minimum. This is fucking unbelievable.
Saying it just looked like a snowball fight, but then added, plus it's good practice for stoning Jews.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, so now, okay, I'm going to clip that just because, I probably shouldn't have clipped that. I should have figured out another way to, Brian has tasked me with trying to clip all of Gutfeld's best, most offensive jokes like that one. We're going to say his most racist stuff. We'll pretend to be woke. because Brian wants to make a compilation video of the most heinous things that Gutfeld has said. And by heinous, of course, I mean absolutely so funny. So I'm trying to keep track here. Yeah, his funniest jokes, Lagwar. Exactly. So yes, stoning Jews is a joke because Zohran Mamdani is a Muslim, and Muslims are always attacking Jews constantly. It's just what they do.
Hey, it's not my fault. The Epstein files revealed a photo of Stephen Hawking grinning as he sat between two bikini-clad women.
Now, I think I saw on some woke media that this was not a photo this is a photo that was from earlier that was then later added to the Epstein files, but maybe that was a lie. I don't know. Don't grok it.
Wow, I didn't recognize him without the chair. Later, in a flat, mechanical voice, he said, "Bitches stole my wallet."
That was a good Stephen Hawking voice impression. Wow. Let's hear that one again.
Flat, mechanical voice, he said, "Bitches stole my wallet."
That's a good mechanical voice.
It was a good mechanical voice.
Nice. And he gets a little acknowledgement there.
And finally, scientists may have discovered the world's oldest butthole after unearthing the nearly 300 million year old impression of a reptile's ass in Germany, causing one man to book a flight to Oktoberfest.
Don Lemon.
2 lemon jokes.
Okay, thank you. That's Gutfeld Explains.
Right. So it's time for
Donald Trump. We don't deserve him.
Amen. We love him.
Last night, Donald Trump rattled off wins for almost 2 hours. It was the longest State of the
2 hours of wins. God, that sounds awesome.
Union in history,
And it
beating
was.
Bill Clinton's record, who had Congress on the edge of their seats and an intern under his. Trump.
Boom. There we go. That's what we're used to, right? That's what Bill Clinton, he fucks interns. He fucks whores on Epstein's Island. He doesn't, he doesn't fuck fucking animals, fucking dogs and stuff. I don't think of that. Great stuff.
Listed so many results that it started to get boring. The booming economy, crime rates dropping, energy dominance, wars ending instead of multiplying, girls locked.
Wars ending instead of multiplying. So again, this is from Wednesday, right? Lots change. A lot changes, okay?
Oh, hello.
Thanks for following. Mwah. Yes. It can be tough to watch the Gutfeld on a week delay, obviously, because things can happen.
Channel I like that. It's called The Bachelors of Music and the Professional Joke Explainer. Myles Anderson, he goes through like Tony Hinchcliffe or other people's like specials and explains each joke. It's really funny.
Big Burger, thank you. Now, yes, so it can be a little bit discombobulating because this is why I don't want you guys to pre-watch Gutfeld because I don't want you to guess the jokes before I do, even though you sometimes do because you're very good at what you do now. But, watching Gutfeld and him being like, hey, Trump is winning. He's not making more wars. He's actually ending wars. And then, of course, in the hindsight of 4 days, he is sort of starting more wars all the time. But this is actually also after Venezuela. But Venezuela was not a war. It's just a quick regime change, right? And the same with Iran. That's not a war. That's a quick regime change. This is the 21st century, right? Like, the older generations were so cringe. They would make it like such a big thing when you do a war. Before you'd attack a country, you'd be like, oh, I'm formally declaring a war. And then there'd be so much build up and then battles and whatnot. But now it's just like, dude, be chill, man. Just get in there, slip into the DMs, blow up a bunch of the leadership, be like, oh, damn, oh, shit, and then just move on to the next thing. Just be like, hey, guys, change your vibe over there. Iran, your leadership is being blown up. Figure it out. Okay? That's, there's no reason to go to war anymore when you can just simply attack a country. There's no reason to do the whole thing. Just blow things up and it's fine.
Locker rooms no longer needing urinal cakes. In fact, we're winning so much that we really don't know what to do about it.
In fact, we're winning so much that we really don't know what to do about it. People are asking me, please, 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 Mr. President, we're winning too much. We can't take it anymore. We're not used to winning in our country. Until you came along, we're just always losing, but now we're winning too much. And I say, no, 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 you're going to win again.
Man, Drew, there was so much winning that about half the Democrats boycotted the event. But perhaps they were taking turns giving Kilmar Obrega Garcia a foot rub. It's weird, since it's their job to be there. You can't skip work just because you don't like somebody. It's like me skipping the 5 because I hate half of Harold Ford.
Whoa.
The white half.
Yeah. That makes 2 of us.
Who's Harold Ford?
Hi, Harold, if you're watching. But in their place, what an upgrade, as Trump invited the U.S. men's hockey.
Can I explain why winning too much is bad? It just becomes overwhelming, right? You need adversity in life. Okay, you can't win too much. You need to have struggle. That's why it's important to keep people destitute and sick, because then they have the motivation to get out there and win. If you win too much, you become complacent.
Hockey team. So, elected officials don't show up, but hungover Olympians with missing teeth did. They should have sat in the Democrat seats. I mean, Jerry Nadler wasn't there. His seat is the exact size.
Jerry Nadler wasn't there, and his seat is the exact size of a whole hockey team. But it's also probably full of poo as well. You can add another joke on there. Jerry Nadler. Where's your 32? He's going to be fat on this one. And I hope they add poo.
Of a regulation NHL bench. Although first, you'd have to call in hazmat to destroy the cushion.
And there it is, guys. See, I said so. I sort of flubbed the first guess a little bit there. It's the same size as a bench, not the whole team, but there is poo all over it, which I definitely could see coming there. So that feels good. Guys. Probably feels as good as Jerry Nadler does when he finally shits his pants. Oh yes. Very funny.
But some absent Dems heroically gathered for counter events that would make our forefathers proud.
I defy Trump and his authoritarian project with the Portland Frog Brigade.
Told us, imprison us all day, imprison us all.
And to press this country to
Portland, oh my God, 72 woke. Is there there's no cringe on here, but oh my God.
border! I stuck at the border. Go Trump! Go Trump!
I've been arrested 3 times by ICE over me singing songs like, "Hey, Mr. Tangerine Man, there ain't no place I'm going to."
Wow, the only thing that show was missing was Chuck Barris and a giant gong.
Censored.
I was waiting.
Chuck Barris and a giant gong. Do you guys get that reference? How many of you are over 100 years old in the chat? Let me know. Are you guys anyone in the chat over 100? I know that you might not be able to hear this or see this, but please, if you let me know. Okay, sauerkraut is over 100. Do you remember Chuck? This is from the Gong Show, which is the precursor to Kill Tony. This is Kill Tony's great-great-grandfather with a big red microphone that he would bang the gong with, and that's how people got their start in America in the old days.
I was waiting for a voice to come over the PA system and say, "Time for medication, please." Back in the chamber, Trump detailed a comeback tour for common sense, most notably the lightning-fast end to the invasion at our border, where people charged through the gates like they were fleeing a Kilmeade book signing.
Brian Kilmeade.
But this is where Trump dared to make Democrat allegiances known.
If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support.
54 is raised. DJ Chemix. You know what? Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. I'll give you is race on that one, yes.
The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens. Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself.
So let's get this straight. A 100-year-old World War II veteran or a permanently crippled hero helicopter pilot, who were both injured defending America, could struggle to their feet. But these scumbags do their best Stephen Hawking impression when they should have stood immediately. F them and the seatless pogo sticks they rode in on.
Gay. Oh. Fuck them and the seedless pogo sticks. Now, this might be a little bit nitpicky here. E4mon, I was going to say exactly the same thing. I don't think pogo sticks have seats. I don't think it doesn't really make any sense to sit on one of those. I believe they are a set of sort of pedals, and there's a spring in between, and you can then bounce like that. So, but the joke is still funny because you do still imagine the Democrats enjoying the pleasure of being fucked in the ass and being woke and annoying and whatnot. So it's still very funny. We're still laughing here, even though it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Don't knock the seatless pogo stick. So take note, if you want the Dems to care about you, just get a face tattoo and sneak over the border. Hell, if you just sell drugs and traffic people, they'll meet you for happy hour. Because their priorities lie not with you, but with the corrupt. Cue Ilhan Omar, who foamed at the mouth as Trump detailed the blatant fraud of her fellow.
Foamed at the mouth. We got there she is, 28. You can see, look at all the foam.
Somalians. The look on her face. It's like she's just smelled Somali food for the first time.
No! Whoa! Oh, we had a lot waiting for Ilhan Omar. That's a prime tile to have. We knew we were going to get to Ilhan at some point here. Damn. Congratulations, guys. And we didn't even finish it. Yeah, and he's smelling Somalian food, which is absolutely nasty, I imagine. Okay, Marlo says, please explain my dad's stand-up. Okay, I will. And what else we got here? Oh, I need another, let me just make sure I've got the, okay. Manly Meat Man and Marlo. And Manly Meat Man, thank you. 2 links in short order. Excellent, thank you. And the bingo tiles. Let's get the bingo cards administered once again. Bingo created. We got 5 minutes till bingo starts again, everybody. Bingo cards. That's how you get them. Get them while they're hot. Now, let's take a look.
You're welcome to tug on it.
Thanks for the tugs. I found this. I can't remember if we watched this before. But this is Tom Shalhoub riffing on Gutfeld. This is Tom Shalhoub doing stand-up comedy.
You're welcome to tug on it.
You know him as the angry white male in old Joe Biden, but did you know that he's also a comedian? You wouldn't know it. Just kidding. Give a big round of applause.
You're
for our
welcome to
dear
tug
friend
on
Tom
it.
A lot of tugs.
Hello.
Look at all these tugs.
Thank you. I love you guys. I love a big crowd with uncovered faces. Good to see you.
Okay, amen. Uncovered faces. So this must be like March of 2020.
We're in a moment of extreme caution in this country, aren't we? That's not the way we grew up. We thought we were safe.
Oh, this is going to be perfect. This is going to be such good remember comedy. This is going to be like when I was a kid in the 70s. Now, there's a couple. Now, I've seen a lot of comics do I was a kid in the 70s material, and it's usually we drank out of the hose. We played on crazy playground equipment. Our parents didn't know what we were up to. And it's just a laugh-filled trip down memory lane. Let's go.
If we probably weren't. Remember those rides in the family car? In the back seat? No seatbelts. Seatbelts highly optional in the 1970s. Yeah, you don't.
This is bad. That was before tyranny.
Dad took a right, you just slide over to the left. Take a left, you slide back. It worked. It worked. We were less safe. We were less sensitive in the 70s.
Casket Bush says, my interject here to say that Luis Gomez Jokes Explained was wildly disturbing, and he did a great job with it. He really made it tough. Yeah, and I assume by disturbing you mean very funny.
If you want to know about the sensitivity level of the 1970s, look at the advertising. Look at the commercials. We had the Frito Bandito. The most politically incorrect spokesman in the history of salted snacks. For those too young to remember, the Frito Bandito was a 3.5-foot tall Mexican thief. He would come into town with guns blazing, steal your...
You can't say that now. Can't you just... What a lovable mascot. I don't understand the problem with having a Mexican thief as your corporate mascot. That's just good fun.
Your Fritos, eat them while you watched. Then he would lean against a tree, pull his sombrero.
Yeah, isn't it? It's probably actually redundant to say thief.
Over his eyes and take a
nap.
A
racist would say.
They would never get away with that today. Can you imagine the guy suggesting that at the ad agency today? They'd be like, okay, your concept, the Frito Bandito. Phil, you don't work here anymore. You got to go to HR right now.
I thought Schwepp says he looks like a young Mr. Burns. I thought he looked like an old Fry from Futurama.
All the commercials were insensitive. You remember the that detergent? How do you keep my husband's shirt so clean? Ancient Chinese secret. Gong. Really. Some of them were violent. Remember that Hawaiian Punch? Every commercial was the same. There'd be kids on the playground. I'm thirsty. Out of nowhere, this Hawaiian would walk in and punch the kid directly in the face.
Wow.
And it wasn't a fun little tap. It was a full-on... He would clock the kid. It was an unconscious child on the playground. Everyone's celebrating. Yay, Hawaiian Punch. Timmy's in a coma.
Just killing.
The jingles were politically incorrect. Remember that? The hot dogs. Armor hot dogs. What kind of kids eat Armor hot dogs? Fat kids. Yeah, fat kids.
Man, God, it was funny back then. We had so many great jokes in the old days. But it's coming back, guys. We're getting back to the good old days. We're gonna have an Iranian gas crisis, and we're gonna bring back race-based mascots. I can't wait.
Fat kids. They listed all the children of the world start with the fat kids. Was there a discussion about that? They were like, should we start with the fat kids? Definitely. That's our customer base. Secure the fatties, move on from there. Fat kids, skinny kids, kids who climb on rocks. It's an extremely specific demographic there, right? Tough kids, sissy kids. They said sissy kids.
Yeah.
And they showed a sissy kid. He's holding a hot dog, bawling his eyes out. I don't want to be the sissy kid. Well, you're good at it, crybaby.
Get him.
Even kids with chicken pox. Wow, that's appetizing. Even kids with chicken pox. Look,
So he is describing ad campaigns from the 70s, right? And this is super smart. He knows his demographic. They all remember these ads. Ads are installed in the brain at a young age. Everyone remembers those ads. Crowd is really vibing with this. This definitely, if this was stand-up bingo, this definitely falls into TV recap.
I did not go to copywriting school, but I'm pretty sure rule number 1 is don't associate your product with a communicable disease. You guys are great. Thank you so much.
Great job, Tom Shalhoub. So funny. And yes, if you break it down, he is just sort of listing ads. But that's the power of remember comedy, right? Because everyone is remembering. And as they remember it, the power of the memory makes you laugh. It doesn't even matter if the memory itself is funny. It's just the physical feeling of remembering something can make you giggle and clap. Guys, that was awesome. Bingo. Back on the table. We are moving to... Oh, we're still on... How many Gutfelds we got here? Okay, we still got a little bit of this Gutfeld left and 2 more Gutfelds. We are still deep in the weeds on this Gutfeld bingo. We have 27 players. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Going once, going twice. And the chosen one is My Dumb Idiot Wife, which is such a great username because it is a joke within a username. Love it. So, and if you're new here, if you win bingo, you get to link a link of a video of your choice to the chat, and I will watch it. That's one way to do it. Also, I am now moving forward accepting bribes. So I will take the top day trader and watch their link as well. Let's do it.
I haven't seen Ilhan that mad since her brother asked for a divorce.
Who called it? Someone called this joke before the break, and you're totally right. Thank you, Casket Butch. Ilan Omar. Yeah, I don't think we don't have incest on here. But, so all we can do is laugh.
Worse, as Trump honored the mother of Irina Zarutska, the Ukrainian woman brutally murdered by a repeat offender, the Dems, who made loads of speeches on Ukraine, kept their butts stuck in their seats. And when Trump spoke of the mutilation of our kids, the Dems were as silent as Joe Biden's pulse.
Oh. Joe Biden is dead and old. 48, very good. Really, timing was a little off on that joke there.
Of our kids, the Dems were as silent as Joe Biden's pulse.
But surely...
So that was... You gotta hold... Okay, Gutfeld's audience is a little older. You gotta hold that Joe Biden image on there for a little while longer than that. It can be hard for people sometimes.
We can all agree no state can be allowed to
rip children from their parents' arms and transition them to a new gender against the parents' will. Who would believe what we've been talking about? We must ban it, and we must ban it immediately.
Ban it.
Look, nobody stands up. These people are crazy. I'm telling you, they're crazy.
But I guess that
get them. You know, I can't believe they're letting them sit there. They should honestly arrest all the Democrats and put them in jail because they are crazy.
That's how you know trans women aren't really women, because nobody said anything. But the media and top Dems aren't familiar with reality. They probably thought the speech was lazy.
Nancy, late night host.
I thought the speech was lazy. You know, it's one thing to acknowledge patriotism and people getting well and everything when you have absolutely nothing to do with their courage.
Slowing down markedly for long stretches of the speech that were essentially sort of violence porn.
When you ramble mostly incoherently for 2 hours, is that technically still a speech, or does it at some point become a conniption? We have a nutjob wannabe king who's doing everything he can to censor opinions he doesn't want to hear.
What's a conniption? I don't know, Jimmy. Who is Trump censoring? Certainly not you. Your late night talk show has become Marxist propaganda.
Commies, Marxist propaganda. Yes, definitely.
Coming from a social climbing jerk off. So Tuesday night.
Wow. A little bit of claws are out. Gutfeld attacking his fellow late night comedian, Jimmy Kimmel. Well, careful, Kimmel. Because you only get a 10% of the ratings of Gutfeld.
You saw two versions of America. The one that wants a strong, proud, prosperous nation, and the one that despises success and refuses to admit their party's failures. Trump's speech wasn't just a victory lap, it's a roadmap to the golden age. And for those who hate being part of a winning country, I say go back to where you came from, which is sadly an office that we pay for. Let's go!
Wow. Okay. And there it is. Hey, and they got Captain Morgan. That's really cool. Let's do it. Next episode. That was not too bad. Gordo. So there has to be a joke about someone being disabled to get. You can't just see a disabled person and say, number 12 is disabled. And I hope you don't do that when you're not on the stream. I hope you don't just see a person in a wheelchair and just think, number 12. Because that, that would not be nice. Thank you for the cheers.
Hard to believe.
No Tyrus still. Dr. Drew, though.
Thank you, stop it. Okay. I know. Hard to believe this is not AI. Good evening, everyone. So Jasmine Crockett's campaign reportedly once called the police on a CNN reporter. It took them hours, however, because nobody knew the number for 911.
Sauerkraut, thanks for the biddies. And I was going to say, called the police on a CNN reporter. I thought here that this is going to be a real Don Lemon. It is currently 6:15. Let me just make sure on the YouTube. Let me just, for the technical difficulties here. Stream settings. I don't know if I can change. It's on ultra low latency right now, so it should be decent. This is as fast as we can go. I have top tier internet here in Austin. I've got a fiber optic line going right into the back of the Nintendo Switch that I use to run this. Anyway, I was for sure thinking this was going to be a Don Lemon because Don Lemon used to work at CNN, and of course you'd want to call the cops on him because, he's gay. That was great. Thanks for the 100 biddies.
It's silly. The Democratic lawmaker in Minnesota, this one, claims porn sites could be educational for queer children. Also educational, telling children this is not a woman.
Got him. 45.
All right. In your face. A company that makes sex toys for men revealed that hackers stole the names, emails, and past order details of customers.
Okay, who's it going to be? Who ordered all these sex toys? Was it Bill Clinton, Hunter Biden, or Don Lemon? This is what's tough. This is what's tough, guys. Man, because we've had a lot of the Democrats, by and large, are all perverts, right? They're all sex crazed, pervert, pedophile freaks. So it's really hard to. But the common ones, Bill, Don, Hunter. We had a surprise Hunter Biden this week, and usually the large language model that writes Gutfeld, usually picks sort of in trends. I'm gonna go with Hunter Biden on this one, which is crazy, I know, but I'm just gonna take a big swing.
You know, this is a great opportunity to remind you how common a name Greg Gutfeld is.
A self-burn. Wow. Greg just annihilating himself. Implying that he uses sex toys. So embarrassing.
Quarterback check.
Not
Cam
his
Newton.
dad.
Cam Newton.
Good
game.
Philip Miaz with the resub. Thank you so much.
A Los Angeles TV station, KTLA, fired a veteran reporter on her 40th birthday.
Big slip up there. Brutally fires top reporter on her 40th birthday. Well, maybe this is Don Lemon, because Don Lemon just got fired too, right? Gutfeld fucks. Oh, Gutfeld fucks? Yes, you're actually right on that one.
Birthday. We'd show you her picture, but she's 40.
Oh.
Hey. That's funny, a sexist would say, right? So this is a joke about when women are over 40 years old. They are now not desirable sexually, mentally, astronomically, chemically. It's just, they're done. That's the joke. And it's very funny because it's so true. But obviously up until they're 40, they're still bad drivers. They're still annoying. So really not a lot going for them, except for sometimes, you'll get a Sydney Sweeney with big old boobies and you're like, this is pretty good.
It's a rule.
That's so
FCC says you can't show women over 40. Look it up.
What did I say, 68?
In related news, Rosie O'Donnell's daughter, Chelsea, has been accused of assault after touching a man's genitals.
Same setup. I know we're feeling like we got a little bit of a deja vu going on here, but the lead up was all different jokes, right? I'm not hallucinating. We're just doing the same news story, but with a different. Now, like I told you guys, I think it's pretty established that Gutfeld is written by a large language model at this point, and then Joe Mackey sort of reviews them and makes sure that Don Lemon is in there. Rosie O'Donnell, okay. So this is crazy because I already predicted the joke I thought the joke would be. But what was the other one I thought? I knew it was going to be Rosie's. It was going to actually be Rosie's penis, which pat on the back to me. Totally guessed it. But, and then the other joke I made was that she touched a penis because a penis would never touch her. Now let's try that one. Let's see if that's it.
She apparently never learned boundaries growing up watching farmers milk her mom.
Hey, okay. Never mind. So the joke is that Rosie O'Donnell is a big fat cow. We love that. Very funny. Greg loves it too.
3 Chinese astronauts were stranded on a space station. A 4th astronaut finally arrived
race.
just to slide a menu under the door.
54.
I don't get it. Of course I get it.
The joke is Chinese food, right? Chinese people are always making Chinese food, and they always run Chinese restaurants. That's the joke there. Very funny.
I think I wrote it. Star Trek now has its first gay Klingon.
Don Lemon, please.
And he says he has no fear of entering black holes.
19.
In Pittsburgh, a Denny's employee exposed himself in front of a group of women diners who were horrified since they'd ordered bacon instead of sausage.
Penis. The sausage is penis. Penises and sausages, are interlinked. Wiener as well could work.
Amanda Seyfried revealed that
very funny.
During the making of her new movie, she wore a prosthetic anus.
Wow, a prosthetic anus. I didn't know they had those. Very good to know for next stream. You guys won't see it, but if I know that my anus is prosthetic, I will definitely feel a little more comfortable in front of this many people.
She said the fake body part isn't visible in the movie, but used it just in case. Still, this is striking fear in Hollywood because it may put real assholes out of work.
And that's just clever wordplay there. That's just clever wordplay. Thank you for the 40 bits. Yeah, that's excellent stuff. Because an asshole is another name for an anus. And also a black hole can also refer to a black person. There's been how many anus jokes in the last minute has there been? Guys, that's funny. I'm going to give you, do you know what? There's been so many anus jokes. I'm going to give you guys some poo.
And finally, today is National Chili Day.
Please, okay, look at his face. Look at his face. Gutfeld's going to be doing some fart jokes. Nadler, very good guess. Nadler, farts, poo, Mexicans. It's all here.
How do we know?
I mean, what did I tell you? What'd I tell you? Look at his face. Look at the eye. Look at he knew. Look at this little scamp. God, I love Gutfeld so much. Hey. He looks into the crowd. Get ready for this one.
How do we know?
So good.
It's so highbrow here.
All right, now we're going to get serious. In California, a land where it takes 6 years to get a permit to build a shed, the parole board just decided to release a man serving life in prison. Actually, 3 life sentences for 16 counts of kidnapping and child molestation.
Wow.
But now, apparently, life is just a word on a cereal box. It used to be the term judges used to send an unmistakable message. You did something so violent.
God, that is honestly, if you guys just take that profound statement on its own, in my day, life used to mean something. Now, it's just a name on a cereal box. And then you sort of take a drag on your cigarette and you stare into the sunset. Greg is one of the best.
So predatory, so permanently destructive that society is done negotiating with you. And you should spend the rest of your life in a cage where your ass...
DJ Fishing for 51. Obviously, this is a pervert being featured here, but I don't know if there's been a joke So many perverts. There have been perverts featured, but is the joke that they are a pervert? I don't know.
Will take on the role of an oil well on land, man. It's not about rehabilitation, it's about punishment and protecting other people. It's the same reason I oppose the parole of Martha Stewart. She'll just go on breaking men's hearts. But in California, life now means, well, until someone far removed from the crimes decides when a monster is too old to rape and releases them. But you can bet, not in the parole board's neighborhood. This case.
Did he fumble land, man? I was a little confused by that.
Involves a convicted pedophile serving life being granted elderly parole. Elderly parole. What's that mean? Do they have to check in with visiting angels twice a month? Hey, what's the worst he could do, right? I mean, it's not like elderly people have ever done anything wrong before.
Elderly people like Hillary Clinton and Osama bin Laden. Just two of the same kind of terrorist. Awesome. Has killed people. Yep. Classic.
But this is what passes for criminal justice reform. They don't revisit the magnitude of harm. They don't reweigh the consequences. And punishment, who cares? The calculus is simple. He's probably too old to get a boner. And, you know, the kids could probably outrun him now. That's reform, California style. Not a glitch, but a mindset. And another way to prove that they're all so enlightened. It's now someone who didn't see the victims, didn't hear the testimony or sit through the horror, who can decide decades later that the scum has aged out of his depravity. Which means pedophiles now have a retirement plan. Do your thing until you get caught, serve some time, then you're out, and just hope that they don't have grandkids. By this logic, you can let anyone out.
You know what they should do? Is if you are convicted of a crime, and I don't even mean but with a trial, if anyone suspects you of a crime, I'm just mean even just a civilian or a cop, what they should do is they open up the train door because it's super cold outside of the train, and they stick your hand outside the train into the air, and then it ultra freezes your whole arm, and then they bring it all back in and they fucking shatter your whole arm right there in front of all the other passengers on the Snowpiercer.
As long as they have the senior discount.
Minimum.
Serial rapist? Hell, if he's wearing orthopedic shoes, he's probably mellowed into harmlessness. So what message does that send to the truly evil? That even 400 years for raping kids is just a number. All you have to do is live long enough, stay hydrated, do your crossword puzzles, keep your blood pressure down, don't get a bunch of COVID vaccines, and take plenty of balance of nature. It's the same thing doctors tell Brit Hume.
Brit Hume.
Then one day, bureaucrats will come to your rescue. And as for the victims, the families who sat in courtrooms and were...
Okay, Sean Money wants liberals. We got two.
Bingo!
Oh, 325. Oh my God. What a heartbreaker. You just about cracked. You almost cracked the joke explainer. I was about to hammer. I was about to give DJ and you pervert and liberals really fast. But 3256 swoops in and steals the election just like Joe Biden. Oh my God. And he donates, and look at that. What an absolute roller coaster that was.
Trump.
We had, can you believe it? We had, so much just happened. I caved to the fisherman. 3256 wins. 3256 donates. DJ Chemix from behind grabs the link, slams it in the chat. Unbelievable stuff. Just cameras everywhere. Okay, let me get the bingo cards sent out once again for probably. Congratulations, 3256 once again. Probably going to be the last bingo. Okay, everybody. 5-minute countdown. What have I got? So I've gone through my clips. So we're just gonna take a little 4-minute, 30-second little ramble through Rumble here. DJ be cheating. I swear, he's so fast on the draw. He's so fast. Let's take a little scroll. I want to see some of these great Benny Johnson AI videos. They're just so good. Lot going on this week, hey? We got the UK collapsing, freaking out. Israel, Huckabee, demons. Look at, there's like a devil. Canada's falling. The West is falling. Israel is rising. Oil tankers bombed. Here we go.
Fire. That was our own boat.
Oh, such incompetent idiot people. What a beautiful AI tribute to the dead soldiers. You guys, when I die, I want you guys to make an AI thumbnail, put it on my AI grave, and I want you to have an AI version of myself there to answer any questions about what real Myles was like when he was alive. I think I'm providing enough content to train this AI program, but what a beautiful tribute that would be. Oh, look at this. Actual picture from the US consulate. Here they come. All the Zoran Mamdanis. Look at this. Is this Portland? Thanks, Specs, for the bits. Man, that looks so real. That looks so good. Man, I love these videos. Look at this. Trump, so energetic. Nice. You guys, this is so good. I really enjoy these so much. Wow. They're so cool. And so good to see. Now I know there's been a lot of whiplash in the ideology of we got Trump elected so that there wouldn't be any more Democrat wars. Remember, because the Democrats invaded Iraq, the Democrats invaded Afghanistan, the Democrats bombed Venezuela, the Democrats bombed Iran. So we all voted for Trump to make sure the Democrats didn't do any more wars. And then all of a sudden, you know, McLovin, welcome. All of a sudden, you know, we get, for no reason, Trump has not done a war. That's the thing. I do, you know, he is asking for, he's doing a regime change, which is not a war. It's totally different. But it's you know, a lot of people will say, oh, Trump's doing a war. No. He's doing, when you bomb someone, that's not a war. A war is like from the movies. You know, it's like Saving Private Ryan. It's like, oh, there's like planes, like, and there's like boats, like, boom, 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 boom. But like when there's just like a tick-tock of like a building blowing up, that's just, you're just doing business. Benny, are we all out? Candace Owens, Russell Brand. A lot of people fighting on the right. I don't know whose side I'm supposed to be on, so I'm going to keep monitoring the situation before I choose which truth is the most true. Look at this. This is in Texas. Look at this. Benny Johnson outraged. We've got another one of Zoran Mamdani's boys. He's got a lavishly decorated first edition Quran, probably, right? We've got Texans right here in Austin. So much love. And then for some reason, just wow. And look at this. This is so cool that you can have an AI video of a mass shooting event in the United States. Boy, that's neat. And there it is. Excellent stuff. Benny Johnson harnessing the power of the data centers. All right, guys. Last episode of Gutfeld. Have you got your bingo cards? You have 20 seconds until I launch the final bingo of the day. Good luck to all of you. Good, God bless. McLevin. Is McLevin asking for how to get the bingo card? The bingo card is still up for grabs. I have not clicked start bingo yet. Let me see what we got here. We got 35 people on Twitch, 30 on YouTube. So the 35 Twitchers are eligible for this. We have no viewers on Instagram, which is absolutely devastating. But not that many followers yet. McLevin, we're all rooting for you. Let's do it. $27. Bingo starts now. Okay, here we go. Final episode of Gutfeld. Oh boy, the stakes are high.
I know. I love me too. Good evening, everyone. Let's welcome tonight's guest.
Is that a double joke? Did he say I love me as well? Or is he saying I love me too, as in the famous movement?
Yes, he looks like the restaurant manager who giggles when your credit card is declined. Co-host of Fox and Friends Weekend, Charlie Hurt.
Excellent hair.
After you see her act, you'll feel like seeing it again a half hour later. Comedian Zhao Ying Summers. Boy, I stuffed that one. He looks like the guy who tries to talk to you at the urinal. CEO and co-founder of the Federalist, Sean Davis.
Hey, it's the Triangles of Success CEO from Silicon Valley, the show Silicon Valley. You guys remember that? Such a great actor. So funny.
And she's got no muscle, but
Kat
she's ready
Timpf.
to tussle. New York Times bestselling author and Fox News contributor Kat Timpf. All right, before we get to some news stories, let's...
I didn't see it. Wait. Okay, one second. Just for my own indulgence, because I run this shit. Let's see if I can find this guy. Open image in new tab. Maybe? The conjoined triangles of success? What do we got here? That wasn't too far off. And you know what? I can say that because I make up how close I was because I'm the only one who can talk.
And she's got no muscle, but she's ready to tussle. New York Times bestselling author and Fox News contributor Kat Timpf.
Okay. Locked in.
All right.
Greg's leftovers.
Before we get to some news stories, let's do this.
Who's going to do Rosie again?
Greg's Leftovers.
Third.
Oh, there you go.
3 out of 4.
It's Leftovers, where I read the jokes we didn't use this week, and as always, it's my first time reading them. So if they suck, we'll send Joe Mackey to The View with a pot roast in his trousers.
Joe Mackey.
Unemployed anchor Don Lemon criticized FBI Director Kash Patel for celebrating with the men's Olympic hockey team in the locker room. He then asked Kash,
Sauerkraut just gifted a subscription to Bulldog. What? Bulldog here from the Dollop Discord. We got a doll head in here.
if he happened to take any footage in the shower.
Congratulations. Thank you, Sauerkraut. Slip up.
Under Tim Walz, Minnesota's...
Oh, okay, so he's gay and he's a pervert. Those usually go kind of hand in hand, right?
Spending on autism ballooned from $1 million to $343 million. Walz defended this, saying he's known for helping people with disabilities.
Is disabled Kamala Harris? Oh, man. We might get another bingo on this one episode of Gutfeld, guys. The joke is that Kamala's disabled. So funny. Because usually she's just drunk.
On Thursday, New York City Mayor Mamdani made a secret trip to D.C. to meet with President Trump. The president refused to have the meeting unless he showed 5 forms of ID. Oh, wow. I like that one.
Zohran Mamdani making people show ID, the hypocrisy, right? Remember when Zohran was running for mayor and he said, I'm never going to make anyone show ID for any reason? And then now, wow. The hypocrisy.
You never know. You never know what hits. Despite earlier claims to the contrary, the Biden Justice Department funneled $18 million to Fani Willis. Not surprisingly, $16 million of that money went to stretch pants.
Because she's fat, right? I think that's what the joke is, that she's fat. Because when you're fat, you need your pants to stretch. Because you're bigger. Very funny. That's very good. Joe Biden, 34?
In Canada,
really? Was there Joe Biden?
Court ruled the state must pay for surgery to give a resident a penis and a vagina.
That is that two bingo cards? Do we have vagina on here as well? Or if we just have penis and no vagina on the bingo? That feels, wow. I think that was probably Brian. Brian is a big time misogynist, which is very funny, but it's all his fault. And trans, of course.
No, apparently the patient has taken voters' advice to go f himself.
Censored.
This week, the blizzard caused super windy conditions in New York City. You know that thing on Jesse Waters' head?
Thank you, Specs.
It's now somewhere over Pittsburgh.
Jesse Waters.
Meanwhile, record-breaking heat
has a wig. See? Equal sides.
Heat is expected to sweep across Southern California. In fact, already 2 Kardashians have melted. Jasmine Crockett is up.
Coastal elites. Jasmine Crockett. Okay. I want to guess this one because I haven't had a good guess in a little while here. Jasmine Crockett, usually the joke here is that she is stupid. Okay? So I'm going to guess. That's usually where we go. So Jasmine Crockett is dumb. Coming up. Come on.
By double digits in the Texas Senate Democratic primary. I know. The last time she saw double digits is when she had her IQ tested. Oh.
And there we go. And there we go. And that feels good. That feels good. She's stupid. And if you're new here, you know, Gutfeld does the same jokes all the time, which is why we love him. We finish a long day of work.
Okay, we'll edit laughter
and
in there.
we sit down and we want to know we're going to hear the same things we've always heard. You know, It's just so much more enjoyable that way. Because again, it's like you can pre-guess. So funny. She's dumb. That's the joke.
A 98-year-old Florida woman is the world's oldest competitive pool player.
48 is old.
I don't want to say she's getting...
Okay. Joe Biden or Nancy Pelosi? Satelladisco says Joe Biden. But, you know, it's been such a weird toss-up. There's been a lot of Nancy is old here. DJ Chemix thinks that there's going to be a bollocks joke. DJ, I know you're from the UK, but keep it to yourself, okay? We say balls here in Austin.
Getting up there, but her best shot is sinking both tits in the corner pocket.
Because her boobs are dangling because she's old. That's the joke. Wow.
The James Webb Telescope snapped exciting photos of a dying star. I think we have one picture.
A dying star. A dying star. Don Lemon? We got you guys. You guys are thinking Joe Biden. But, this could be so many. This could be so many. Or Kathy Griffin. Manly Meat Man, actually. I might go with Kathy Griffin. Because this is a setup for that famous Kathy Griffin photograph. So, Manly Meat Man, I'm going to side with you on this one. Let's see. Robert De Niro. Robert, I guess, you know, that might be true because if you said star, then you'd have to acknowledge that Kathy Griffin was a star, which is giving her a little too much credit, right? But Robert De Niro, undoubtedly a star, right? Because as much as he's an annoying liberal mouthpiece, we here do love the manly men he plays in movies. So this is tough. It's tough to see a guy who's so tough and cool be so weirdly woke. I think he I think he caught the virus. I don't think he has a choice.
Yeah, he sucks. A woman gave birth to a whopping 13-pound baby boy in Ithaca, New York.
Damn.
The baby was so large that when the doctors told the mother it's a boy, there was an echo.
Another vagina joke. Wow. And we have no vagina on the... wow. Only on stand-up bingo. Unbelievable. So
Thank
sorry.
you for clapping.
So sorry.
A new study shows that rats that have been exposed to cannabis get the munchies. Yeah, I found out the hard way, said one man.
Fuck. I forgot because usually mouse and gerbil. Immediately I start laughing. Because I'm like Richard Gere, mouse in a gerbil in the butt. We all know it. We all laugh. But rat? When I think rats, right? I think Democrats, communists, left-wing people. I just loop them all in as rats. Mice, I think, hey, that's a Richard Gere butt. But man, wow.
Great way to get rid of hemorrhoids.
Gross. But yeah, that's in his butt. And I'll give you Gutfeld explains the joke there. Potheads. Holy shit, Gordo, you're right. We haven't had potheads in so long.
Men are now spending thousands of dollars to enlarge their penises by having them injected with filler. If you're interested, contact Dr. Schaefer and tell him you want the Jesse Waters.
No! E4 Mon. Oh my God, is this your first bingo win? Congratulations. Congratulations. Another bingo at the last second on the last episode of Gutfeld. Congratulations. The floor is yours to submit a link. Let's finish this bad boy off.
Special. A Kentucky man was arrested after he allegedly had sex with a roadkill deer. I know. That was my lunch, said one man.
RFK. Oh, fuck. We're going to add him, too. I said that last week.
Governor Kathy Hochul has allowed a New York grandpa to keep his license plate, which reads, pee before we go.
Funny.
However, Delaware still won't allow this man to have poop my pants.
A Joe Biden poop pants joke.
The state of Texas has the most polyamorous couples. This, according to the dating site Sister Wives, not to be confused with the site Brother Husbands.
Okay, second one of the week.
I don't know why you're unhappy by that. A former body-positive influencer said she knew it was time to lose weight when she was too fat to ride a roller coaster. Worse, other guests kept confusing her for Epcot Center.
I mean, a little surreal there, but still funny. Still funny. That's how big a fat person can be. Look, that's what a fat person looks like when they get too big. They look like a big orb.
And finally, 833 roosters were seized in a Bay Area illegal cockfighting bust.
Cockfighting? Sounds like Don Lemon was right there.
Wait, did someone say 833 cocks?
And that's how we fucking end bingo. Celtron 2030. Absolutely locked in. We know, and you know, that feels good. That feels good. We did it. Oh man. Still waiting on a link. Sauerkraut. I don't remember if you linked or not, but Sauerkraut. You also ended the stream here. We've got Sauerkraut as the #1 day trader. Thank you to all the other day traders for supporting the channel as well. Another outro song. Outro song or stand-up bit? Okay. I'll go with outro song because I think we got a couple more stand-up bits in the chamber here. Okay. E4 Mon says, I'm trying to think of a link. Okay. If you don't have one, you can donate it. You still have a bit of time here. I got to get through everybody else's links, but I'm going to try to look at the chat as much as I can so I don't miss your link. But I'm a joke explainer. I'm not a very good joke organizer. Thank you for the 40 bits. Okay. We get to these videos, and I hope I don't miss anybody here. Glutton for Puns says, is it still World War III or whatever? Nope, not a war, just bombing a country. Okay, let's take a look.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, his trousers dropped right to the floor. With his bottom bare, he ran to the door. I said, Frankenstein, what's gotten into you? He said, my dick is hard and I need to screw. He did the fuck. He did the monster fuck. The monster fuck. It was a graveyard fuck.
Whoa.
That monster sucked and fucked.
He did the fuck.
He did the monster fuck. From my laboratory, I heard quite the racket. Deep in the castle, the vampires jacked
Just
it.
like Hunter
The zombies
Biden's
all
house.
Fucked in the graveyard grass. Wolfman wolfed down Frankenstein's ass. They did the monster fuck.
The monster fuck.
It was a graveyard fuck.
They did the fuck.
Those monsters
What
sucked
is this
and
video,
fucked.
bro? I don't want to hear this
They
nerd.
did the monster fuck. The beasts all fucked as the orgy spread. Bigfoot gave the headless horseman head. Swamp Thing jacked off in the castle moat, while Dracula gagged from the jizz in his throat. The fucking was wet, there was spooge like mad. Igor decided to fuck his own dad. The mummy let out a horny moan when Medusa's bare tits turned his dick to stone.
Okay, well, on that image, I got a Twitch poll says to move on. So we're gonna move on here. Very Halloween video. And this looks like it was this Nancy Pelosi with a boner. Excellent stuff. Thank you for that. All right, we have a very low view stand-up clip. Normally, I look at a stand-up clip, right, and I just see how many likes does it have, how many views, and if it's something like this, I'm not watching it. Not worth my time. Any stand-up clip with less than 250,000 views, it's time to move on. But I will watch this because the rules of bingo are the rules of the universe.
My doctor told me, he said, you know, you're going to have to quit drinking one day. And I said, a whole day? Okay, how about February?
I like the delivery there.
29, one day. At this point, a single martini could destroy your liver. I'm like, okay, so I got to make some big changes. So from now on, it's double martinis. Bottoms up, everybody.
That's a good joke.
Thanks very much.
That's a good joke, and it's also a technicality. Good wordplay there. I do like this joke off the top. I do like the delivery a lot here.
My doctor told me, he said, you know, you're going to have to quit drinking one day. And I said, a whole day?
Also, I love the camera movement. This is a pro. I mean, that's good. And it's a nice short clip. Thank you for that submission. All day? Honestly, being a gentleman of his age really does help endear the delivery there. Blacklight says, steal his joke. I mean, I might. This is a long one. Let me find one that's a little shorter. We'll leave the longer ones at the end. This one is just, that was just an X link to a picture. I'm gonna freaking tell my dad you said that. Marlo, is that your father? Tell your dad good job.
It's not very popular in the international community. A bunch of people going.
International noises. Yes. That is what it sounds like. As soon as you leave the United States, or even if you just go to fucking Mom Donnie's, New York, that's what it sounds like.
That's who gives a fuck what they think? Seriously. They wouldn't even have fucking, you know, anything if it wasn't for white people.
Think about it. True.
What is a road? They don't, there's, we fucking, like white liberal women in America are like, colonialism is the most horrible thing on this planet. And then in Africa right now, they're like, we would like you to come back.
Great points.
We want colonialism. We like the white man more than the Chinese people. Trump is
okay,
not.
So it doesn't really end on a big laugh there. He just, you know, this is kind of like, this is like a little Gutfeld episode, self-contained, right? He starts out with like a little joke, and then he moves on to make a great point, which is that colonialism, actually very good because of the roads. So simple, so good. E4mon posted their link. Oh. There it is. Okay.
Never.
We got it. Okay, and this is the song. I move the end song to the end. Move this one here. So let's do it.
Understood. I didn't know like FOMO. I'd never had that feeling in my life. Initially, I thought somebody was just putting a little stink on the word homo. I was like, come on, guys. Come on. Understood. I didn't know like FOMO. I'd never had that feeling in my life.
Fear of missing out.
Initially,
so it's like when all your friends are saying, hey, we're going to watch Gutfeld Bingo. We've all got our bingo cards and you don't have a bingo card. You know, that's FOMO.
I thought somebody was just putting a little stink on the word homo. I was like, come on, guys. Come on. I didn't know what it was until I saw that fucking Capitol riot, and I was like, I should have been there. I should have fucking been there. Not because I share any politics with those guys, but intellectually, that is my fucking zone, 100%. 100%. Wildly overconfident, no reason to be. Expecting zero consequences for my like fucking egregious actions. Everybody that went there that day drove there drunk, guaranteed. They were leaving the house while some teary woman tried to paw their keys away from them. They're like, please don't go. He's like, I'll be fine, bitch. I'm gonna go kill Mike Pence. I'll be all right. Don't worry about me. I've done this shit 1,000,000 times. Don't worry about me.
So now I believe this comedian Nick Mullen, he's making fun. He's sort of making fun of the January 6th Patriots. He's also saying he'd like to join them. Also a little bit self-deprecating. It's hard for me to understand because there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of layers to this. You know, sarcasm, self-deprecation. And a little bit of, you know, maybe some criticism. And that's, personally, I like when a joke is simple. Like, Don Lemon is gay. Kathy Griffin is ugly. It's easier for me to understand. Obviously, this is a clip from a longer set. So maybe there's more. Maybe he does get there. Maybe he does get to Joe Biden is old, but it's very good. The crowd loves it. Nick Mullen, I'll have to check him out. Oh, okay. I've seen this one before. This is from friend of the channel, Vic Berger. The saddest TED Talk of all time. Some of you may have seen this one.
I didn't go to J school. Sorry. I didn't go to writing classes, and I didn't take a single poli-sci class. But I'm now a political reporter. So,
I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Well, it's a long, long journey to the capital city. It's a long, long wait while I'm sitting in committee. But I know I'll
love
be
this guy, right?
Someday.
We can. Okay, so.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward.
Who's seen this? Who's seen this video? Look at all those hands. Look at that.
Pretty cool.
Who's that? Who is this? Yell it. Grumpy Cat. Anybody know Erin McGurk girl? You know her? Yeah, she's famous. Who's that? Oh, yeah. Better in GIF form. You could just watch it over and over again. Mitt Romney, not as good at doing Gangnam Style. Mitt Romney, not as good. Ooh. Poor guy. This guy, these memes are great. Condescending Wonka? Anyone? Anybody seen this one? Yeah? Who's made one of these themselves?
This isn't Benny Johnson.
Have you ever gone on Condescending Wonka and like made your own? Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Get out of here.
Look at this poor girl. This is the start of her modeling shoot.
Holy
this is her
shit.
First day
Dude, I had no idea. I had no idea this was Benny Johnson this whole time. Oh my god. This makes
Yes. Our favorite, Nyan Cat.
No way.
Okay, we're done with that.
This is
So does it
Benny
twerk?
Johnson. No fucking way.
Can we get Miley on John Quincy Adams?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. Yeah, it says it right here.
We'll edit laughter
Thank you very
in there.
much.
Benny Johnson of Turning Point USA. Man. Is that what he's like without the AI video as to help? Wow. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. Okay, there's our final video. This is going to be high. This is going to be a tightrope act because I'm going to try to watch this final video via our top donor, Sauerkraut. Again, thank you all to our long-term investors, all our day traders. Thank you for supporting the stream. Also, our patrons and Discord members. Thank you all so much for supporting us. I'm going to try to watch this video, and then I'm going to try to tastefully switch to the end screen and also raid Hassan's channel at the same time. A lot might go wrong. Okay, this song is called Men Are Hot.
So there I was, staring at some dude's ass in the park. And I was like, I don't usually do that. More often looking for big, good lady boobs. So I started to think to myself, I like women for sure, but yet I'm unsure. Tits really aren't that great, they have no allure, but I like women a lot. It's what I've been taught, but here is just a thought, yeah. Men look just
Seems like a gay song.
And I might suck a cock. I know this is just a thought, but let's see what they got. Being straight is alright, but I might end up bi, cause I kind of feel like fucking a guy. So, that was pretty weird.
Is it just a butt the whole time?
Keep in mind, these are just thoughts, but penis is hot, and I don't know what to do, cause I might like men a lot. Wait,
Thank you all so much
let's embrace the rainbow
for watching.
and go
Gutfeld
find
Monday
a
will be back on Friday for Jokes Explained Live. Please come hang on the Discord. Throw some videos in the Discord. I might watch them on stream, free of charge. Men can be hot if you are a woman. I will see you all on Friday. Thanks so much again. Have a great week. God bless the troops. And if you're Iranian watching, change that regime. See you on Friday, everybody.
Who cares? It's just you squeeze. I want you to believe. Given it's not illegal, you should take who you please. I don't live in the shade. I'm no longer afraid. I'll fuck whatever sex as long as I get laid.
Yeah, that's basically it.
So, dinner later?
Oh, no thank you.
I know this nice little Chinese place.
No, really, I was just curious what it's like. I don't...
Oh.
I don't want to...
Oh.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching. This song is available on Spotify, iTunes, and Bandcamp for 99 cents. Or you could go get merchandise on pimations.fanfiber.com. Or if you don't want to do any of that, but you still want to support my channel, you can go to patreon.com/pimation. Pledge yourself just $1 a month and you get like a big production blog with updates and screenshots, and for $2 you get your name in the end of the video. It's a good time. But anyway, thanks for watching. God bless. Drive safe. Pimation!